James at Check on Chain analyzed the potential depth of the bear market flow from a market structure perspective and then assigned probabilities based on 3 mean reversion models. And from his perspective, breaking below the true market mean at $81 feels relatively likely. $81K is like just above the supply air pocket. And so you can see it probably down towards the $70K, which is quite likely to be backfilled. You can see this from technical profiles and also on-chain profiles. And then there are similarities to May 2022, but there are also notable differences that are not as angry as the previous bear cycle. And James Check on Chain assesses the probabilities of getting to certain price levels across different time horizons. And for these, he used mean reversion z-score models and histogram charts for 3 things. First, for the long term is AVIV, and currently it's trading at all-time average for AVIV. And we can see if it goes down to -1 standard deviation, it's probably along the lines of $64K at BTC price, and then the -1.5 standard deviation is $53K. And then if we look medium term for Maya multiple, it's currently at the -1 standard deviation. It's below the 200-day moving average, and if we see capitulation nearby the -1.5 standard deviation, that would be $70K. And then for the short term or near term, we can see from the short term holder MVRVZ score, which is currently below the mean. It's at -0.7 standard deviation, and if we see it to go down even further down below -1 standard deviation, that would make it into $81K, and previous capitulation is below -1.5 standard deviation, which is $73K. And so James Check on Chain summarizes all these odds trading below key price levels for each of his model, and in his view, for us to take a nasty force seller to drive down to $56K in the near term is possible, but the odds are between 5 and 15% based on long-term models. And so if the market gives Bitcoin near or below $70K, we can ramp up accumulation personally. Of course, NFA, do your own research, and at those prices, we're probably looking at 1 in 5 odds where past bears have bottomed out and considered to be deep value.